This weekend I took the visuals of Lost Relics, my pixel art indie game, to a whole new level. What you are seeing right now is the old basic version of the game. A procedural mesh generates the corrupted land, which players can heal by placing the relics to save the trees and animals. But let's be real, it looks pretty bad, right? So I decided to fix it with some dynamic particle effects to make the process more alive and immersive. In this short devlog, I will show you how I transform the visuals and share some tips I learned along the way, so let's dive in. One of the biggest challenges I faced was figuring out how to generate particle effects on the surface of a procedural mesh. Unlike static meshes like characters, boxes or even teapots, procedural meshes constantly change over the time. That means the points where the particles are generated move and update dynamically, which adds a whole new layer of complexity. So here's how I done it. In my code, I already stored the locations of all the tiny triangles that make up the procedural mesh. I found out that I could use the Unreal's Niagara particle system and the Scratch module to pull those points into the particle system dynamically. By feeding the triangle data into Niagara, I was able to randomly generate fountain particles directly on the changing surface. It was a game changer for me, and it made the corrupted land feel way more alive. Of course, I also had to change a lot of parameters like colors, particle velocity and shape, but these changes were pretty straightforward. Next, I wanted to create a particle system for the relic itself to give it some visual flair. I designed it with two distinct emitters, one for the inner core, using a small spherical shape with a high particle velocity to create a dynamic energetic effect. The second emitter formed a glowing ring around the relic, using a ring shape with much slower particle velocity so the particles clearly outline the shape. This part was surprisingly easy and honestly a lot of fun to put together. But then came the next challenge, creating a cool effect for when the relic spawns. I envisioned particles appearing around the relic and flowing into it, like it was drawing energy from its surroundings. The tricky part? Figuring out how to control the direction of the particles in Unreal Engine. At first, I was stuck. I couldn't find a straightforward way to define their movement. But then I stumbled upon the Point Attraction Force module in Niagara. It lets you attract particles to a specific point, and I set the attraction point to the center of the relic, tweaked the force settings a bit, and finally got the results I had in my mind. Watching it come to life was so satisfying. Right now, I'm still focused on refining the first level of the Lost Relics. I'm fixing bugs, polishing the visuals, and adding quality of life features to make the game smoother and more enjoyable to play. There's still plenty of work ahead, but I will be sharing more updates as I go. If you enjoyed this video and want to follow my game dev journey, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps me out and ensures you won't miss future updates. Thanks so much for watching this devlog, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!